Crystal Minnow review and the Crystal Minnow 3D review for you guys. And I've been fishing this lure for about 8 years now, and it has performed very well on most predatory fish. I've caught bass, striped bass, most schooling fish that you can really think of. There's a lot of North American fish, ocean fishing. I've done most of it in ocean fishing, and then the last couple of years I've been doing a lot of freshwater fishing with this. Yozuri Crystal Minnows, they come in 3 different sizes, and this is the 3.5 inch macro color. The macro also comes in the 4.5, which is one of my favorite sizes, and the Crystal Minnow is also offered in the 5.5. And this is actually one of the latest additions to the Crystal Minnow line. This is the Crystal Minnow 3D. I'll talk about it in a little bit. I bought most of these at your local bait stores, bait shops, and they all range from about $6.99 all the way up to $15. So this one's I've got it for $6.99 at Academy Sports and Outdoors. I know Dick's Sporting Goods, Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's. Just about everybody carries Yozuri lures. And this one actually, when it first came out, Bass Pro had it for $15, and I just bought it because when I looked at it, I was just amazed at the craftsmanship and how it looks. So I haven't even fished this one yet. This one's just hanging on my wall, looking pretty. Alright, these cast a pretty good distance. They're not weighted like other. They don't have the magnet systems in them, so they won't cast as far, but they'll still do the job. These weigh, I'm thinking 1/4 ounce, a little less than a 1/4 ounce, about a 1/4 ounce, maybe a 1/4 ounce to 1/2 ounce, and this one's definitely about a 1/4 ounce. I'll annotate these later just to get them right because I've thrown the boxes away. I don't know the exact weight, but on how to retrieve these guys, there's 2 good retrieves that I've done that yielded good fish. One is just a jerk bait, really didn't jerk it really fast, and usually these guys will swim very, very, very aggressive, and you'll get hits on that. And the other way is just to simply throw them out and slow retrieve right in, and they'll swim and they'll give off a really good action and let the rattle do its job. And this has got a really aggressive rattle. I think it's got 2 rattles in here, so it's really aggressive, and that's how it attracts fish at night. I've caught striped bass, largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, herring. I've actually caught herring with these. I've caught a hybrid striped bass. I've caught walleye. One of my crew members actually says that this is one of his favorite colors for walleye on the Yozuri crankbaits, the red with the white body here, and he says he loves them, always fishes them every spring for walleye during the walleye runs in the early springtime, here in Oklahoma. And other fish that we've caught with this, gar, we've snagged carp with it too. I don't know if you would consider that a catch or not, but the hookup ratio is pretty good. You probably get, I would say, around 60 to 70% hookup ratio with the OEM hooks. Here, the hook design, I don't think is the actual problem. It's usually when you're reeling it in, you're fishing at night, maybe the fish can't see the lure very well, so when it hits, it might not hit right where you want it to hit. And actually, the smaller size here on the hookup ratio, as you can see, I've already changed them out to eagle claw hooks, just because I think I hooked up a pretty big hybrid striped bass, and it bent the crap out of the hook, so I had to change them out for some bigger size eagle claws, just to help with the job there. I don't think this lure, the original, this is a 3.5, I don't think it was meant to pull in a 24-inch hybrid striped bass. And hybrid striped basses, they pull a lot more aggressive than a standard striped bass. So I've changed the hooks out, but usually the hooks will do the job for just about any size fish out there that is intended to hit on a 4.5 inch lure. Anything bigger than that, you should probably change out the hooks, and you should probably go to a bigger lure anyways. Yeah, these minnows, the design of them is actually a little different from other lures that you might see on the market. They feature a fairly slender shape. It's almost like a football shape if you look at them. It's got a really thin head and it comes out thick body, and it slowly tapers off back to a really thin butt or ass end. And it's got a really aggressive rainbow shape to it, but on the bottom it's white. So when a fish is looking at it, I guess when it's wobbling back and forth like that through the water, only the sides will reflect and nothing else reflects. And also the eyes are always top notch on all Yozuri lures. They are always hard to beat. They're always some of the best looking ones out there. That's on both sides. It's even got the gill plates. See? But let's go to the 3D minnow. The 3D crystal minnow. It's got an aggressive eye. It's definitely looking like it's 3D right there. It's got a ball in the front of the head that helps with rattle. And according to Yozuri, this little red patch right here is put here for a reason. It'll simulate a damaged gill, so to speak, and the fish will tend to hit right here, like my hand, and that's where they've placed one of the big hooks. And just kind of the design is that the body looks still the same as the other designs, but the major change would be the reflective properties that you see here, and it definitely looks completely different from the other ones. And I just want to run it by, say, this one, so you can tell a difference. The other one's got more of like a rainbow type color that reflects via the contour of the fish's body, but the other one, the crystal minnow, the 3D one, it's just got almost like scales on it. It looks really cool. Just like that. And these guys will dive, from my experience running the 12-pound monofilament, these guys will dive between 3 to 5 feet deep depending on how I pull them in. If I'm doing a jerking type of action, they'll go in down to about 3.5. But if I do a strong pull, fast pull, I could usually get them down about 5 feet on a small line. I've done a lot of my fishing in the Massachusetts, Rhode Island area with these guys on the surf, and I've never had any quality issues with them. Never had any hooks pull out of these guys. Never had any damage that wasn't caused by myself. Never had any major issues except for the hooks failing on bigger fish that you don't intend to catch. But let's talk about fit and finish of the lures. The lures have a really, really nice shine on them. I mean, that's one of the things that's really going to attract fish. At the same time, this shine is not protected by any type of a clear coat or anything. So, let me show you what has happened. Okay, as you're casting out, you're hitting rocks and other things. This is bound to happen where or even the hooks themselves has damaged the body of the fish. Okay, so some damage there. A little bit. Well, here's a hook scratch right there. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see that. That's a hook scratch. Okay, that's not a fish mark or a bite mark. Okay, that's a hook scratch. Other than that, everything looks good. I mean, the eye design, I believe, is in a class in itself, and that's just me comparing it to all the other lures that I've fished in the past. So everything looks good. The appearance is perfect. Maybe it needs to be a little more durable. Yeah, that's about it. As for the Crystal Minnow 3D, the eyes are inverted from the normal ones. There you go. The eyes are inverted, and it looks 3D. I mean, but look at the eyes on this one, the red one. Doesn't really do anything. The eyes on Crystal Minnow, it changes. It looks like a real eye, and I think that is pretty crazy. And just the overall look of this one is in my opinion. If I was a fish, I'd buy it. I'd buy it twice. Okay, so there you go. Another cool thing is if they could have incorporated their magnet system into this fish, the system where there's some balls in here that can slide to the back, so you can cast far, and then as soon as you retrieve, the balls will slide to the front, keeping the fish buoyant or level. I think that would have been awesome on this. I just don't know if it was even possible for a user to do that and keep the prices where they're at. But I would have loved to see that because this is one of my favorite lures. And the only downside of this lure compared to my other big crankbaits is its weight, and that's one disadvantage of this weight. I mean, this lure compared to the other lures that I fish, and the other lure is the Bomber Long A Magnum, and that is a 6-inch lure, and I fish it in partnership, you can say, with this lure, because sometimes the fish will change their mind. They'll get bipolar, so you gotta switch it up to another lure that's got a slightly different retrieve pattern, and they'll start hitting again. But this lure is just a deadly combination with something else. Okay, so there you go. That's my review on the Yozuri Crystal Minnow 3D, which is this one, and the Yozuri Crystal Minnow. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, if you watched this far already, I'm pretty sure you like what you've just seen, so please be sure to subscribe and check out our other videos. If you have any pictures you'd like to share with us, please post them up on our Facebook page or tag us on Instagram.